Welcome back, all you fantastic, fabulous football freakazoid fan freaks. I'm your host, Adrian.
Your host, Chris.
And welcome back to another episode of Before the Point. If you're new to the channel, to the show, Before the Point is a segment where we will preview the upcoming football games of the NFL season. We will give our thoughts, opinions, any kind of like breaking news or whatever have you for these games, and give our predictions. In case you are unaware, we do have kind of like a slight competition during the regular season between Chris and I, where whoever gets the most predicted games correct in a week gets a point, and whoever has the most during the regular season gets Buffalo Wings. Chris did win that. He is the guru when it comes to picking games, and he does know. But I bring this up because we're not having this this competition right now. I do owe you those Buffalo Wings, by the way. Every game I predicted for the divisional round, I lost.
That's rough, but you did make some crazy picks out of spite.
Okay, but picking the Eagles to lose out of spite, you have to you have to admit that the Eagles should have lost that game.
It was close.
I'm not gonna say should have, but definitely could have lost that game.
Yeah, they definitely could have lost that game. But come on, the Texans.
Hey, they held in there, and if it wasn't for ref ball, I think it would have been a much closer game.
Yeah, but the refs knew. That's the thing. The refs were always going to get involved.
Yeah. Anyway. You know what? I just expected better from my football, and that's on me. My mistake.
Yeah, that is on you.
I'll keep my expectations low. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have a short and sweet, kind of quick episode here. I don't have much to yap about. I don't think you do either.
No. We exhausted all the playoff content last year when we talked about Winter Wonderland for 45 minutes.
Dude, did we ever get 10 likes on that episode with Matthew?
So I don't know.
Force him to watch.
I hope so. I actually really kind of want to watch it.
Maybe we'll just like have a Winter Wonderland like watch along stream at some point together.
Yeah, we should absolutely do that.
No. Would you rather do that or a blind taste test for Buffalo Wings?
No, we gotta do the wing test. We have to do the wing test.
Yeah, one day. That's
gonna be content.
Yeah, that's what we need the Patreon open for, so we can afford Buffalo Wings.
I'm so excited for that.
All right. So let's talk about the conference championship games. Divisional rounds are over. We now know who is up and ready to play.
4 teams remain.
Yeah, 4 teams remain. 2 of them are going to the Super Bowl. Starting off the first, starting off the first game on Sunday afternoon, early afternoon, I guess.
See, they are both on Sunday.
Well, yeah. The first game on Sunday. For the NFC, we have a divisional matchup. The NFC Beast, or as normies would call it, the NFC East. If you don't like football, yeah. I mean, we have the Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. What is there to be said that I didn't say in the previous segment of Point After? I talked about how this, makes me happy. I hope that like this, puts a fire under Jerry Jones and just like, look at what a clown he is, that Washington can sell, the previous owner can just sell the team. And in a rebuild season with a rookie QB, make it to the conference championship game.
I think if they win, I think this would be Daniels would be the first ever rookie QB to make it to the Super Bowl.
I don't think make it to the Super Bowl. I think there has definitely been.
I don't think so.
I'm Googling this. A rookie QB has never played in the Super Bowl. Oh, wow. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. So we could be in uncharted territory here.
I thought we've seen one play but not win. Wow.
Yeah.
Suddenly, interesting.
No,
Very interesting.
another record could be broken by this Commanders team.
Well, we also were really close to seeing something similar happen. Oh my goodness. 2 years ago, we had Kansas City play against the Philadelphia Eagles in Arizona. Remember, for the Super Bowl? The conference championship game was Philadelphia versus the Niners on Brock Purdy's rookie season.
That's right. I remember that.
So yeah. Oh my goodness. And now we have a rookie QB in the conference championship game.
Actually good.
Against the Eagles. And they might have to face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That means we're getting Eagles Chiefs again.
No. Whatever. I can unapologetically root for the Chiefs. One, obviously I hate the Eagles. And two, like, whatever, like, we know it's going to happen. Like, just why are we even still here? Just hand them the three-peat. Like, it's been such like it's been obvious that that's what the NFL has been gunning for all season long. Let's be honest here.
That's the outcome the NFL wants so bad. But I think these boys are going to have something to say about it. And that leads me into my pick.
Well, I got my pick. It's no surprise who I'm going to pick.
Yeah,
but
everyone knows who you're picking.
Yeah. So go ahead. Tell us why you're going to pick who you're going to pick.
I think despite the fact that they won in both the wild card and the divisional round, the Eagles just looked really bad. And, if they had played against better teams, they probably would have lost those games. And now, here it comes, I think, a better team. And not only that, the Commanders are one of few teams that have put up 30 points on the Eagles' defense this year, which I think is a big deal. And because of that, I think the Commanders' magical season continues. And it takes them to New Orleans.
New Orleans?
To Nolans.
Nolans?
Takes them to Bourbon Street to continue on to the Super Bowl.
So, look, am I biased? 1,000% yes, and it was not, it was very obvious I was going to pick the Eagles to lose, right? But let's talk actual reasoning for once here, right? Jaden Daniels has only performed better when he's under pressure. Right. I don't know how to explain it, but if you watch every game that Washington has played, Jaden Daniels, the more pressure he's under, like if that O-line collapses and he's like this close to like being sacked, he just throws absolute dimes. And I mean, with the front seven of Philadelphia, so O-line, right? Or whatever it is, right? Not front seven, whatever. The Philadelphia pass rush. It's not bad. It's really good, actually. It's okay, right?
Pretty good.
I feel that they could absolutely break through that O-line, of Washington. And even though during the regular season, Jaden Daniels is like the sixth most sacked QB in the league during the regular season. I think he's only been sacked like once in the entire postseason. So that O-line has just been giving him all the time in the world. And if they still manage to collapse, Jaden Daniels is just absolutely like Superman tier under pressure. Now, Washington does struggle. Their defense does struggle against the run, but they don't have to stop Saquon. They just have to slow him down enough. And if the pedal to the metal offense that Washington puts out can put it, let's say, even like a 2-score game by halftime, Philadelphia might start to rely less on that Saquon run. And the minute that you start relying on Jalen Hurts to throw the ball for more than 108 yards is when, things are just going to fall apart.
This is true. There's also another piece of evidence that I completely forgot about until right now that I think we need to talk about.
Okay.
Last night, I had a dream.
Oh, my goodness.
About... This is a true story.
Okay.
I was thinking about telling this on the pod all day, and then I forgot to do it during my prediction.
Sure.
I had a dream that I was watching the NFC Championship game.
Sure.
And you know what the final score was?
28-3.
13-0 Commanders.
Okay. So you're going to say that this is a 13-0 game?
I think so. I think it was revealed to me in a dream.
Okay, I mean, I'm not doubting that I think that Washington's going to win, but I am doubting it's going to be 13-0. I don't think Washington's defense is good enough to hold Philly only to 3 points. I think this is going to be like a 31-23.
No, 13-0. I had the vision.
13-0? Oh. 13-0. I mean, I would love to see like 70-3 actually. Not going to happen. I want to see Philadelphia, I want to see that city burn because the fans are just that awful.
Fans are pretty rough.
This is a joke. I actually do not want anybody to get hurt over a football game. It would be silly to burn down your city because your team lost.
I mean, it's already on fire. Not literally, but metaphorically.
Anyway. Also, I want the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, that fan base, those two fan bases hate each other.
Oh yeah, that's some bad blood going on. Those two teams hate each other.
Whichever team wins, Philadelphia is gonna flip on its head regardless.
Yeah.
Washington wins, Philadelphia's flipping over cars. Philadelphia wins, they're going to flip over cars.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be crazy. But I'm ready for it.
Yeah, if the NFL's going to rig something, don't rig the Chiefs to three-peat. Rig the Philadelphia Eagles to never make it into the playoffs just to protect the city of Philadelphia from the fans.
For real.
Anyway, yeah, Washington wins. That's my prediction.
I agree.
Now, this is a matchup also everyone's been waiting for. Mm-hmm. We saw it in the regular season. The Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. When these two teams first played off during the regular season, it was the Chiefs visiting the Bills, I believe, right?
I think that's correct, yeah.
And the Bills won by 9 points.
I think it was more.
Was it more? I'm checking this out. They played at home. Oh, it was 21-30. Okay, never mind. It
was 9 points. That's 9 points.
Oh yeah, it is 9 points. So I was right. Mm-hmm. I know when you say 30, it just feels like such a large number.
Right.
But anyway. So yeah, there was also you remember the absolute glazing that they said they're taking a knee. Oh, until that clock hits 0,
Yep.
Yeah, that was dumb. I will say that this team, Buffalo, historically in the playoffs has gone 0-4 against the Chiefs.
They really played them 4 times
in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they've gone 0-4.
I don't think they played them that many times in the playoffs. This version, this Bills. Is that all time or is that like recently?
Recently, I want to say, let's see, Buffalo Bills. I'm looking up their playoff history or their season really quick. So, 2024, which is still going on right now. 2023, they lost to the Chiefs in the divisional round. That's one game, right?
That was the 13 seconds game, right?
That's the one where like Stephon Diggs dropped like wide open passes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They lost 27-24. So that was 2023. Then in 2001, they lost to the Chiefs in overtime.
2001?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in 2020, they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC title game.
I remember that one.
So that is 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. That is 3 games. That they're 0-3.
I feel like no, there's another divisional round one, right? Because there's the 13 seconds game.
Let's see. 2003. 2021. Sorry, not
like 2022.
23. No, 22. They lost to the Bengals in the divisional.
Huh.
Let's see. 23, 21, 2020. And they haven't seen the playoffs. So they saw the playoffs in 2017. And their prior appearance was in 1999.
I don't know what I'm thinking of.
They lost to the Chiefs for the AFL championship game in 1966. So, yeah, I mean, in total, they're 0-4 to the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Never beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, so there's that, you know. But you know what else the Bills are 0-4 at? Super Bowls.
Oh man, Forza.
They have an opportunity to beat 2 0-4 curses this season.
4 is a rough number for them. They're like Mista from JoJo's.
Well, here's the thing. They already hit 4. So whether they win or lose, they're breaking the curse of 4, I guess, right?
That's true. They could be 0-5.
Yeah, they could. I really want the Bills to win this game.
Me too.
I want to say that the Bills win. But, I mean, the ref ball, man.
I know. How do you pick against the ref ball?
This is one time where I'm like, do I pick against the plot armor? Because, like, that's really what it feels like. I mean, after the divisional matchup, it just feels like the Chiefs' plot armor, like, went into Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah, it really did.
I'm trying to see if there's any piece of news that will like help me like make a decision here.
I have mine.
All right. Well, since you have yours that's locked in, I'm gonna say what I want.
Okay.
I want the Bills to win and then lose in the Super Bowl to Washington so that they can be 0-5 to NFC Beast teams.
That's crazy.
But if it happens to be Philadelphia versus the Bills, I want the Bills to win so that the NFC Beast can all laugh at Philadelphia for losing to the Bills in the Super Bowl and being the only team.
That's very valid.
You know what?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win because I'm always wrong.
Oh, okay. A little
That
bit of
is
reverse psychology.
the reverse psychology. But then that just means that if I pick the Chiefs to win for the reverse psychology, that means that I truly want the Bills to win.
But you have to believe the Chiefs are going to win.
Okay, do I believe that the Chiefs are going to win stronger than I want the Bills to, though?
You have to do it. This is the only way.
Where's this game being played? Who's Paramount? Oh, gross. Now I have to watch Tony Romo narrate or commentate on this game, too.
Yeah, you have to watch Tony Romo commentate a Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen game. He's going to be losing his mind every play.
I mean, I like Romo, as a quarterback, and I think he's a decent commentator. But like, when it comes to these two teams, man, oh man,
he's a big glazer. But
he is.
The thing is, he was a lot better his first year of commentary, where he actually talked about the game more and talked about like plays and formations. And then CBS was like, "Don't do that," and they just like nerfed him. But his first year was like incredible.
All right. Well, I'm still on the fence because to lock in a pick. So go ahead and say your pick.
Okay. Everybody, it's time to put our tinfoil hats on. So, I think the league knows they went too far. I think they know they messed up. Goodell is probably having a meeting about it as we speak. Because, excuse me, everyone is talking about how the refs help out the Chiefs now. Open Twitter and just like search the NFL hashtag. You'll see people talking about it. Players are talking about it. Commentators are talking about it. The news is talking about it. There's articles about it. Everybody knows now. So now I think the league is going to pivot. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, you think we're fixing the games in the Chiefs' favor? Watch this. Roughing the passer on Josh Allen.
Who flops more?
Who also flops. Arguably more. So, plausible deniability there. Unnecessary roughness on Josh Allen. Bills win. And the narrative is smashed. And now the league can be like, and now they'll have that so people can be like, oh, if the Chiefs are getting so many favorable calls, then why did this game happen? They're kind of like
a season's worth of makeup calls in one game.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We can take the tinfoil hats off.
I mean, I didn't have a tinfoil hat. That was just a cardboard box, but all right. Okay. You've swayed me because you were saying something like that the NFL is in on it, right? Mm-hmm. You know what they love more than seeing a hero rise up?
What's that?
Seeing one fall.
This is true.
An entire season's worth of just rigging games for Kansas City. Just so, all the talk about the three-peat. The NFL does not want the three-peat to ever happen.
Oh, interesting.
Because let's be real. Winning a Super Bowl back-to-back, it's hard, but it's not impossible. Plenty of teams have done it, but no team has ever done a three-peat, right? So that's why it gets you so many clicks. But let's be real. A four-peat, a quad, near impossible. Let's be real.
Right.
That's actually like, stars falling type unreal. So the possibility of a three-peat gets everybody like riled up. It gets all the clicks. You give it to the Kansas City Chiefs here, you no longer can get, ride that three-peat train ever again. The same way as like the first three-peat. Yeah, you'll get like the second three-peat, and you'll get the first quad of all time, sure. But that's not going to hit like three-peat because we've seen that get this close so many times already.
So you're saying they want to keep the chase for the three-peat going?
Correct. They created this. They built up Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs this far. They rigged it because if they're gonna like really sell the three-peat and all the clickbait titles and headlines and everything, they need to sell it. The number one seed. NFC or AFC conference and blah 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 blah. Right. Built the narrative as far as it can go until the very end. You both are going to end up missing after this episode. Look, I don't need that negativity.
For real.
Look, Jose, put your arms up. Give your energy to Josh Allen. Share your energy with him so he can launch these absolute spirit bombs of dimes or whatever you call them. Share your energy with him. And so he can finally annihilate Patrick Mahomes and the refs. But I'm going to lock in the Buffalo Bills. I have to lock in that the NFL does not want a three-peat to actually happen. At least not yet, because it's just like the clicks.
Yeah.
I tried and my shoulders popped.
That's rough. We're old.
We're old.
We're old. The thing is, I think they want to keep the three-peat in their pocket, in their back pocket, right? Because viewership is good right now. I mean, viewership's through the roof. But, let's say viewership starts to decline. What's going to make people watch again? Oh, someone's going for a three-peat. Someone's going for the first ever three-peat. So...
Right, because like if viewership ever does, I agree. Like if viewership does decline for the NFL, whatever. Let's say Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Yawn, right? Like, okay, whatever. Like the delusional Cowboys fans, we're gonna win a Super Bowl at some point. Oh, they won it a second time. No, that's interesting. Wait, Dallas might actually three-peat again. Or for the first time, everyone's going to be right. Like, tickets would be nutty.
Yeah. I can't wait till that happens in 2073.
I'll be older than Jerry Jones by the time I see Dallas get to the NFC conference game.
The team's run by, like, how like in Futurama, they have like...
the heads in jars?
It'll be Jerry Jones' head in a jar.
Oh, I believe that. 1,000%. Yeah. I mean, that guy has an infinite money glitch. If anybody has the money to unlock that technology, it's him. It's Emperor Palpatine.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it'll literally just be...
Somehow Jerry Jones returned.
I hate referencing the Disney Star Wars, but it'll literally be Palpatine in Episode 9.
Somehow Jerry Jones has returned.
Yeah. Somehow Jerry Jones has returned.
Yeah. Dallas will win 2 Super Bowls, be on a track to three-peat, and Jerry Jones will just somehow return.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The dark magic.
To recap, I am picking Washington to win the NFC Beast title game, and I am picking Buffalo Bills to knock down the Kansas City Chiefs.
Damn, we have the exact same picks.
I can't be wrong.
This is true.
Well, I mean, I might be wrong, but I know Chris won't be. That guy's the guru.
He's the guru. This is true.
Anyway,
it's gonna suck when we end up with another Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl.
Okay, but let's be fair. The one that happened 2 years ago, that was a really, really, really good game. I like very good game until like the final moment where like a single flag ruined everything.
Yeah.
On a very soft call.
It'll be the same thing.
Hip drop tackle. Which
it'll be hip
drop tackle. Did you see that that Kansas City defender, I think it was a safety, hip drop tackled a Texans receiver?
I did see that, yeah. Interesting no call.
Interesting. I mean,
dude, we called it at the beginning, like when they first announced it as a penalty.
Anyway, thank you so much for. Let me get that music actually. Unless you got anything else you want to add.
No, I'm good.
Listening in. As always, I've been your host, Adrian.
I've been your host, Chris.
And thank you for tuning in for another episode of Before the Point. Let us know what you think in the comments, DMs, whatever have you. If you disagree with us, where you disagree, where you agree, tell us why Josh Allen's going to use a Kamehameha and defeat the referees this weekend. And maybe it's too soon to like say anything, but I would love to do a Super Bowl like pregame live stream.
That'd be great.
If it's possible, if I can, get home from work before, at least an hour or so, that'd be rad. I'd have to figure out the logistics. But if you guys don't even want to see that, like, tell me, like, no, we don't want to see a pre-Super Bowl live stream. You're just gonna be hating on the Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl, then.
Dude, I mean, if that is the matchup that's gonna happen, I'm gonna be a mega hater.
Mega hater.
Yeah.
The first ever Super Bowl tie.
At 0-0.
0-0.
Yeah, and they're just like, we're not gonna have a champion this year.
No. I want it to be 8-8. Why? Because it's gonna be 4 safeties. That's all the points.
Yeah.
Which is more embarrassing than 0-0.
That is rough.
Anyway, that's us signing out. We'll catch you next week. Thank you so much. Catch you in the next episode.
Have a good night.